Assalamu alaikum viewers. We welcome you again to another Inside Sports Gambia show on Vision TV with your host Lamin Mane. And in our today's program, we have two gentlemen from the Central Organizing Committee of Region 1. These people are the one entrusted to take care of the Region 1 Teachers Cup. Before going further, let me just allow them to introduce themselves. Gentlemen, you're welcome to Inside Sports on Vision TV.
Thank you so much, Mr. Mani, for having me as a panelist. I am Buakar Jadama, the coordinator for Region 1 Teachers Cup football tournament.
Thank you, Jadama and gentlemen.
Yes, good afternoon, viewers, and good afternoon, Mr. Mane. Thank you so very much for having us. My name is Alaji Jaju, the IPRO of the Committee for Region 1 Teachers Cup. Thank you.
You're welcome, Alaji, and viewers. As you just heard from them, this is Jadama, and this is Alaji. Alaji is the IPRO, and Jadama is the chairperson. Mr. Jadama, to begin with you, why the idea of coming with Teachers Cup?
Thank you for asking this question. I think when we look at our structures, we have functions. One of the functions is to bring teachers together, and in bringing them together, this is one of the things that we can have their attention. So creating Teachers Cup or staking Teachers Cup for teachers within Region 1 would be one of the things that that we can have their attention. Yeah.
Okay. You know, sports is something that is very expensive, and it involves a lot of expenses. What will be your source of income?
For now, as you said, sport is expensive, and we calling on donors for now, because at committee level, we're doing our utmost best with what we have, but we're calling on donors, stakeholders, private sector to come into, because what we have is not enough, and it is never enough until you have what you wanted. So at our cost right now, we ask registration fees. That is one of the commitments that that we try to raise for, and also we also try to reach out to other individuals, companies around, although that we are not yet responded, but we are hoping. So once we lay our hands, then we'll be able to get our target as planned.
Yeah, you're saying you're looking for donation from individuals, philanthropists, and other companies or NGOs, you might call them. You look at this cup is for teachers. Do you involve those at the educational top brass?
Yeah, of course. It's one of the things that that is necessary for us to do, and then we have done that, because we have our employers, that is the ministry, and also we have our regional office that are looking after the welfare or teachers within Region 1. So we cannot use the employees like that. So what we did is we engaged the regional director through our chairman, Mr. Amadou Kamara, in which he has definitely supported the idea, because when you look at the tournament, it doesn't only look at bringing the teachers together, but it encourages teacher retention. Because in as much as there is this kind of activities within the region, you realize that many teachers would like to come to Region 1. So the regional office will not be short of teachers in as much as teachers are willing to stay and then come to Region 1. So this is one of the reasons why that the director has definitely welcomed the idea, and from there, in fact, he has asked us to invite the regional desk officer, that is Mr. Safian Toure, so that he can be part of the organizing committee.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, coming back to again this one again.
Yeah, Mr. Jaju.
Jaju.
Yes.
Jaju, regarding this tournament, we learned that it is purposely for the teachers. So what are some of the criteria that will qualify those players who are supposed to take part in this tournament to play?
Thank you very much. Before I respond to your question,
okay.
I want to add some stuff on what our chairperson actually said.
Okay.
The tournament is part and parcel of the policies of our current regional executive for GTU,
okay.
which he is also a vice chairperson to the chairperson. And we started this initiative came way back year before last,
okay.
when we held a friendly match with the GTU CCU staff.
Okay.
We played at the FIFA Goal Project, and then the match ended so peacefully, and we get to know each other. Teachers among themselves in Region 1 get to know each other. We equally know our staff who are working at the GTU CCU. So this did not only stop there. There was again another proposal from GTU CCU to say that they need a return leg, and this return leg was played at KG5 in Banjul. That was just last year. So, you know, there in Banjul, the GTU leadership were there. Even at the FIFA Goal Project, they were there. So the collaboration among teachers themselves, and then, you know, the leadership of the region took it up and said, we are going to ensure that we state Teachers Cup or Teachers Tournament to enable us bring everybody on board. And he talked about the issue of unity. Yes, it's part of it, because if you want to unite forces, you want to unite people, you know, people are saying sports is the only way that you can unite them.
Okay.
So this is one of it. Retention as well is one of it. But again, also we want to have a teachers team that is going to play in divisional level, just as how we have the police, how we have the army, the other parastatals like GAMTEL, GAMCEL, etc., etc. So we also probably in the next 2-3 years, we want to have this.
If you say you want to make sure you have a teachers team, and when you say a teachers team, it involves all the teachers within the length and breadth of the country. So what mechanism will you put in place to involve other teachers in other regions? Yes,
thank you very much. Already, I think Region 1, we are the last to organize such. So other regions have been organizing such. So what happened is, it's just a matter of us also coming up with maybe a team, and then, you know, we see how best the leadership of the regions at the GTU level, we see how best they will be able to synchronize and maybe have one national teachers tournament where we will have a selection of the team that is going to represent us at divisional level. Now, coming down to your question, it is very important. Yes, we are teachers, and even though we are teachers, but we need to have criteria that will determine who is qualified to play and who is not qualified to play. Now, in as much as you are posted to Region 1, you are qualified to play. In as much as you are an active teacher in Region 1, you are qualified to play.
Even those that are playing first division, second division?
Yes, because it's like they have the talent.
Yeah, because why I am bringing this question, in most of the tournaments, you do hear people will make exemptions saying that those in the first division and second division are not allowed to play. So that is why I bring this question, so that those teachers that will be competing might see a teacher who is a first division player and start making queries.
Yes. Because if you see that they are playing for other teams in first division, second division, it's because the education did not cater for them to come out to showcase their talent. Now this is what we want. We want to create that avenue where teachers who are not only good at classrooms but in the field can come out and showcase their talent. Because we are tired of making people becoming millionaires. Look at the recent guy who is making waves, that is Yankuba Minte. Yankuba Minte was taught by various teachers, and today his earning can pay a good number of teachers. His just 1 month earning can pay a good number of teachers. So we also want teachers also to be there who from the classroom are there in the professional football. So this is why we are not exempting them. We want to retain them. We want to bring them back, so that when we are qualified to play for divisional level, first division or whatsoever division, they will go there to represent the teachers.
To remind you viewers, you are watching your special Inside Sport Gambia show on Vision TV with me, Lamin Mane, and the gentlemen you've seen here in the name of Mr. Jadama and Mr. Ajaju. These are people from the Central Organizing Committee of Region 1 Teachers Corps. Back to you, Mr. Jadama. Many critics might say, why these people don't go in for things that will stand for the value of teachers, or they might also put it this way, that instead of you guys going in for football, why not you come with something that will stand for the affairs and the welfare of the teachers instead of football? How do you think this football can help promote or improve the welfare of teachers, specifically those in Region 1?
In the first place, you see, when you have your vision and you want to put your focus onto critics, you will retardate your growth.
Okay.
So we have our activity plan, and sport is one of the things that can make your activities visible. Understand? We've been doing activities, and those activities are limited to a set or a fewer number of individual, our members. But now to take it a larger group, so having this tournament will encourage our membership. We'll see our membership coming out, even outsiders, when they see where are you going to, there is our teachers club, they will come, and that will inspire others, especially the students that are going to school. When they complete, they will have the zeal to come and join the teaching field. So this is one of the things that is part of our activity plan. And if we don't implement it, meaning we owed something in our plans that needed to be. So this is why we stand on it, and then we will make sure that we have it done, inshallah.
Are you planning to go beyond football, knowing that we have different sporting disciplines, and you just cited that some of the students can use this as a motivation, and you look at school level, we have students who are good in athletics and other sporting disciplines. In the near future, are we seeing you people staging a different competition from football?
Yes, we are. It's something that we emphasize. In fact, some time back, I had this discussion with my regional chairman.
Okay.
He's in fact asking whether we can those that especially this final, whether we can be able to spot out the talented ones, maybe in our final. So when we are giving out our awarding ceremonies, we can target them as a start. So so that if we target them next year, we can prepare ahead.
Okay.
Yes. So we will not limit ourselves to all this football. Other disciplines also, inshallah, is part of our plans. That we can venture into.
Jaju.
Yes.
We learned that a date was scheduled for the opening day of the tournament. But something just popped in, that is the senior secondary school sports championship, which is scheduled, I guess, from the 25th to the 28th.
Exactly.
And what I want to know, will this affect your date that has already been scheduled?
Yes. It's going to affect our date, because
if it affects the date, what are the other measures that you will be taking?
Yes, at committee level, when the chair was privy to that information, he summoned an online meeting, which was held, and then we discussed over the date. And now the new date is going to be on the 1st of May.
Okay.
Yes, May on the 1st will be the opening ceremony for the teachers tournament. And the plans are on the way to make sure that it becomes the biggest opening ceremony. We want to invite even your TV. You are welcome. We will officially write to you to invite you and then come over and grace the occasion. We also hoping to invite our minister. We hoping to have the minister for youth and sports on board, and two of our people who are also cabinet ministers. That is Babakar Boy, who was one time the permanent secretary, basic and secondary education, and then Babakar Ojuf. So he is the Minister for Trade. So we are also going to invite them on board.
Okay.
Our GTU leadership, both the secretariat and the political wing, are going to be invited, and the regional office will be invited, and even the two mayors, the mayoress of Banjul and then the mayor of KMC will equally be invited to grace the occasion, because we are playing, this tournament is taking place within their respective administrative regions. Yes. So in addition to what my chairperson said regarding your first question, you see, sports is one of the mechanisms that can keep somebody's health to that level, and for us teachers,
health is something that is fundamental.
That is fundamental in as far as human being is concerned. So for us to have that active teaching in classrooms, we feel that our teachers should have that energy through sports. You know, they with all the stress of writing lesson plans, scheme of works, and other activities that they will go through, once they go to the field, they will relieve those stress, and they will come fresh in the classroom the following morning. Then students will have the best part of their teaching. So this, in fact, is not going to affect, or is not deviating from who a teacher is, because a teacher is somebody who prepares people for all categories, not only at the side of academics, but even sports as well. Because you cited the issue of inter-school national championship. You know, it is teachers who are coordinating. There is no other executive member who comes outside the teaching field. From the president down to the last person in that committee are all teachers. So you know, it is indeed a good gesture that we want to initiate, and we are not deviating from our roles, our responsibility as teachers, but instead we want to ensure that, because we do conduct so many activities, as he said. Even the May Day, we normally celebrate it. But how many people are aware of it? There are so many other issues that the regional executive under GTU is doing, but people are not aware of it. But when we stake this tournament, we will serve as a springboard where the leadership of the region will also come out and tell teachers some of the activities that they are also embarking on, which sport is one of them. Thank you.
Yeah, you look at May Day. Is a day that many people see as Workers' Day.
Yes.
And I know it is a very good schedule. Mr. Jadama, looking at May Day, it is a day whereby teachers and other people in different workforces normally observe as a Workers' Day. There is no work in this country. Why put it on that very day, that is May Day? You look at May Day, it normally involves a lot of activities. How will you be able to cooperate at this opening ceremony with those activities that will be taking place during the May Day, knowing fully that some of those people in the educational sector, much especially those at the top brass, will be engaged during that day? How will you be able to manage these two activities to go simultaneously?
Okay, thank you so much. I think there is a deficiency to our ministry when it comes to observing that May Day.
Okay.
Because of recent, I have not been seeing our ministry, education, taking the full-fledged leading that particular area.
Okay.
So it's like it's dormant when it comes to our sector, education.
Okay.
So trying to come up with this on that very day, we engage our members during that day. Then from there, in the future, then maybe the potential that are spotted out, you know, can be used sometime next year, you know, to represent our ministry when it comes to May Day sport, to join the other ministries. And once we join them, who knows, we can be champions.
Yeah, because I think the teaching fraternity is having the largest number when it comes to employees in this country. So there is high chance if they happen to join other forces, they will have the opportunity to be crowned champions. Okay. And the other thing is, how far with the fixtures?
Alhamdulillah, the fixtures are done now.
Okay.
Yes, and
Are they ready for public consumption?
yes, of course,
Okay.
it is ready for that.
Okay.
I think from this meeting, our IPR or the media officer will publish, and all the other, clusters will have access. And teachers out there who will be who would like to, follow the programs or our schedules, it will be published.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it will be published because hadn't been, it was done since, but hadn't been we publish it, now we will go back to them to retrieve again because of that collusion with the athletics. So I think it was good that it was a bit delayed, and now instead of retrieving it, we are only going out to publish one. So as he rightly said, it will soon be published. Yes, probably today or tomorrow Monday we'll publish it out for the general public.
And if spectators, if viewers might know, how do you plan to schedule your matches, the timing?
Yes, we schedule it on weekends.
Okay.
Because we don't want.
Why weekend?
Yes, we don't want to interfere the sport with our instructional hours in schools. Okay. So because when you look at we had a lot of holidays, and we have in this third term we have all our examination, external examination schedules in third term. So if you want to use the instructional hours for our sport, it might affect our candidates in schools. So this is why we try to schedule it during weekends. And during weekends is when we can also have the attention of our members, because they will consider the fixtures, and then they will be able to be available for our matches. So this is why we don't do it during weekdays. So we schedule it during weekends, and it is going to be on Saturdays and on Sundays.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Will you be having any afternoon and morning games?
Yes. We intended to have our Saturday games in the afternoon, and Sunday in the morning. Because when we want to schedule Sunday in the afternoon, the following day is Monday, and teachers might be busy doing some other activities to prepare ahead of the week. So having it in the morning will give them at least some hours after the games, to prepare themselves ahead of the week activities in schools.
Do you have anything to add to that?
Yeah, he has already said it all. That's the schedule, and we equally don't want to obstruct the 888 contact hours or instructional hours that each teacher should have. So this is why we schedule it in the weekend. And then Saturdays, we could have Saturdays even morning and afternoon, but due to the availability of fields, we decided to go in for the afternoon, that was for Saturday. So Sundays we will have it in the morning only, but we will be having 4 games played at the same time, simultaneously. Yes, by the grace of
coming to the teams that will be taking part in this tournament, we learn that you look at in educational sector, we normally have what we call clusters. How was the demarcation made? Is it that you guys stick to the demarcation of clusters that was made by the regional office or GTU, or you try to come with your own demarcation in order to make the things easy?
Yeah, we did not come up with new demarcations. We've maintained the demarcations of the clusters that were made by the regional office. So this is how they are coming, because they are schools that are a bit closer to each other, and we believe that having it maintained that way will help in the mobilization. And we definitely want to thank our coordinators, the coordinators from various clusters within Region 1. They are definitely doing a great job. In fact, some of them have started collective training where they can spot out the 25-man squad that they are going to send to us as a team. So also, I forgot to mention this, when you said who are the people qualified. Now, there is what we call registration form, where individuals will teachers who are participating will fill forms attached with their passport size photos. Because what we want this tournament to strictly be for teachers. We don't want outsiders to come and play. We don't want anything that is going to jeopardize the tournament as well. So this is why we come up, and in fact, you people, the public will be privy with our rules and regulations that will govern the smooth running of the tournament. Yes.
Jarama, can you just give us a rundown of those clusters that will be taking part in this tournament, so that the viewers will know actually how many clusters will be taking part in this competition?
All right, thank you so much for that. We have 11 GTU clusters in Region 1. So, and we invited GTU, the how to call it, CCU, GTU, CCU. I think they will join with the secretariat to form a team. That will make it 12. So in our GTU clusters, I start with one.
Hope the GTU, CCU are not just there to add numbers.
Anyway,
are they also going for the trophy?
Yes, of course they are going for the trophy.
Seriously?
And don't undermine them. Yes, because you know they have young teachers.
Yes.
Okay.
And they have tellers, and those tellers, they are optimistic. Anyway. They are optimistic because according to Jane, he said they are not only good at counting money or mobilizing money.
Good Jane.
Yes,
so he said they can come up with something. Anyway, they have a team and they are hopeful with their boys. So. Let's see what will happen at the end of the day.
We will know how things will pan out.
Yeah, so in Banjul, we have 2 clusters there. Namely, we have Albion cluster and Kambama cluster. Then when we come down to KM, we have Old Joshua cluster. We have Bakau cluster. We have how to call it? Latrikunda Yiringanya cluster. We have Kanifing cluster. We have Talinding cluster.
Is the Latrikunda Yiringanya and Danso the same?
Yes.
Okay.
They are the same.
Okay.
So we have Latrikunda Savage cluster. We have Serakunda cluster. We have Bakote cluster and Abuko cluster. Yes.
Then plus GTU,
GTU, CC.
Making it 12.
Yes.
Okay.
So these 12 teams is of Zone A and Zone B.
Okay.
We try to look at the geographical location of the clusters that are closer to each other, so that in playing their games they will not be traveling far.
Yes.
You understand? Because when you look at Region 1, it's from Banjul to Abuko. You understand? So 6 in KM around this side will be pulled together, and the 2 from Banjul and other 4 from KM that are very closer to Banjul, are also fixed together. So we have Zone A and Zone B. So traveling will not be that much difficult to them. And each cluster also we try to give them how to call it, a venue where they will have their home games.
Yes, and away games.
Yes, and away games. So each cluster will be opportune to two home games and then 3 away games. So most of the away games also we have neutral grounds that will not favor either of the clusters. Yes. So this is how we try to fix it. Yes. Yeah. That's how we fix it.
Okay. What will be the formation of this tournament? How will they play until they reach the final?
We have 6. How to call it? Every pool we have 6 there. So in first round, 4 will succeed, 2 will out.
Okay.
Each.
Yes. After the first round, the 4 teams in each group that has the highest point will go to the quarterfinals. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Coming to the grounds, as far as the date for the final has been scheduled, commencement of the tournament rather has been scheduled, which is on the 1st of May 2024. Do you finalize on the ground that the opening will be held?
What happened is, just like Mr. Jaju said, initially it was scheduled for 27, and we proposed to Serakunda East. In fact, I had engagement with the Secretary General there, and 27, there's no space available for that particular venue. So I had to shift down to Serakunda West, in which there was no game scheduled, but I had to apply officially to engage them so that we can have this space. In fact, I was on that. Then that very evening is when we receive this, secondary school are also going to take part in their activity. So I had to reverse back again because we want it to be neutral. Serekunda West is closer to Kanifing, and our opening games is between Kanifing Cluster and Albion. So our focus is on Serekunda East. So I had engaged them again to confirm their schedule on the 1st. So in case there is no schedule, then I am hopeful that we will have that. But in case if that one, is still fixed to another schedule in their 3rd division or 2nd division engagements, then we will still have to go back to Serekunda West for that convenience, so that it can be a neutral ground.
Exactly. So far, we've identified 3 venues for the opening ceremony. That is the East, the West, and then the
that is
the one at Yundum, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, the FIFA Gold Project.
Okay.
Yes, so these are the 3 places that we've identified.
Okay.
So as he rightly said, if one is not available, we see the other one. If the other one is not available, probably we might have the 3rd one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's fair enough. Viewers, if you are just watching, this is your special Inside Sports show on Vision TV, and here we have 2 gentlemen in the name of Mr. Jadama and Mr. Jaju as members of the Central Organizing Committee of Region 1, those that are entrusted to run the Region 1 Teachers Cup. Mr. Jadama, you look at these football competitions. Normally, participating teams are taxed to pay an amount of money, we can say a registration fee. Is there any registration fee attached to it? And if there is any, when is the deadline for the registration?
Thank you so much. For us, they are all registered, I say.
Wow.
We call it as commitment fee.
Okay.
Yes, because they are all registered anyway.
Okay.
So it's commitment fee, and that fee is, the fee attached is 3,000. At committee level, we came with the proposal of 2,000. But the sport coordinators, and due to their readiness and looking at the reality of sport, they also said that could be a minimal amount.
Don't you think it was smart to come with $3,000, knowing that football is something that is very expensive, when it comes to running it, and looking at also it is cluster. It is not inter-school, but cluster, and there are a lot of schools that are found within clusters.
Yes, what happened is the amount. When you are starting as a beginner, you should not be too ambitious.
Okay.
You understand? And you should not terrify the people that you are calling. Yes. So this is why we, at committee level, we will take more burden, to see how best we can engage stakeholders out there. Yeah, and we try to mobilize as a start, because this is coming to stay. It's not about this year. It is our wish that we will have it annually. You understand? So for now, what we do is we just try to limit ourselves to this amount, 3,000 as a commitment fee. Then the rest of the burden, we will not sit. So we will try to knock those until we are able to achieve what we have or what we wanted, inshallah. Yeah.
Mr. Judge, finally, what do you have to say?
What we have to say have to do with finance. We all know sport is very expensive, and if the finances were there, we wouldn't even have taxed the various clusters to pay a commitment fee of $3,000. So we calling on the stakeholders, most especially the GSM companies, the QCell, the Commune, the Gamcell, the Africell, to come on board and then support, because it will also serve as visibility for them. And other companies or banks within Region 1 as well, we calling on them, our 2 administrative heads, that is the mayor of Banjul, the mayoress of Banjul and mayor of Kanifing, to come on board and then support. We even individuals, we not belittle any amount. Any amount you have, you can knock on our doors, and then we are open. You can go to GTU secretariat, you surrender whatever amount you have, we will receive it. We will also leave our numbers so that those who want to keep in to support can come forward to support.
Okay.
Supporting this tournament is not going to be a waste, because it's like you are trying to empower the teachers to go there and teach your children to have the best knowledge so far. So we're calling on them to come and support us. Thank you.
Jadama, finally.
My final note is, just as we are accustomed to, we just have to recognize our individual out there who in one way or the other will be following us live as well. So we thank the leadership of Mr. Amadou Kamara, the regional chair, for putting up tax to the organizing committee. Every day he's knocking on my doors. You know, what have you been doing? And until now, what are some of the things? So the secretariat, the last time we met DGS, he started calling individuals that, you know, my boys are up to this. So the regional office, the director, we thank him for supporting us. All the teachers in Region 1 out there, especially our sport coordinators, who are always calling, these are what my guys are saying. Then what would I respond to them? We thank them, the regional executive, and all. We call on the madrasas. They are not also excluded. They are part of, they are teachers. The private schools, and of course the government conventional schools. The board, let them come up. All. This is for teachers. It's Teachers' Cup. Then it's for them. We are here to give them what we have.
Viewers, this is all what we have time for, and we will say thank you for following our special Inside Our Sports show on our Vision TV. We have these two gentlemen today here in the name of Mr. Ajadama and Mr. Jaju. How is your host Lamin Mane, and we saying keep on sporting, and this is Teachers Affairs, and as you all know, teachers are key members of society, and it is very important if we can help these teachers so that they'll be able to achieve their objective as far as this tournament is concerned. On that note, keep on supporting until